All right, big brother. We got everything figured out for you here, man. Basically, at first, as you know, you popped two transistors, which is this transistor and this transistor, and was running a little bit too high of a dead key, 350 watt dead key, probably just swinging up a little bit RMS wise. But anyway, it came back. I tried to help a little bit with the issue and put a little bit of input padding, which was an 89, I believe that's it. 89. Yeah, big boys race our young girls, but violent generally. No, 68. It's a 68. Big boys race our young girls, but yeah, it's a 68. 68 ohm resistor on the RF pole to ground. So I was pretty much using input padding to get you about 100 watt dead key. And what seemed to have happened, I know that you're looking at a peak meter on your end. What seemed to happen with the radio that you're using, which is a little bit less drive even than my bench radio is here, you just wasn't able to see that 1,000 watts, that 800,000 watts that you were able to see before. So that's why you sent it back again. Which, there wasn't nothing wrong with what I did do. You just needed a little bit stronger of a radio to get the same output, out of it. Because, you watched the video and I was still able to get that KW out of it. No problem with all that input padding in there like that. But, so now, I completely understand what's going on now. I know how much your radio's doing this and that. So I did notice a few things. At this point, I understood that I needed to get this dead key down without using any input padding, so it wouldn't be actually resisting your signal. So I pretty much did about three different things. One thing is I went ahead and took all the input tuning cap off, threw a trimmer in there. I tuned that out, and it did tune out lower than what was in there. So it tuned out right there about 104 picofarads. So I put that in for you there. Another thing I went ahead and did was I took the input choke off the input transformer. That bumped the dead key down a little bit, and that did not take anything off your top end as well. The main thing that really had the major effect was taking these 120s off from collector to ground. Okay. As soon as I took these 120s off and put 330s on there, that's what should be on there anyway on a 2x4. Now, 1x4, you use a 120. 2x4, you use a 330. See, that's shunting a little bit more of that signal to ground on the output. And that's what made that's what made the change right there. That's what made the change. So now this thing is working the way it really should be working, and I think you're going to be happy with it. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that, because one of the issues you were having too is you would turn this variable back to try to get a dead key that you wanted, and then you would watch it on the meter, and it would be like you set the dead key here, you would swing, and it wouldn't even go back to where the dead key was set. It'd go back like right here. And you can almost sit there and just gradually watch that dead key even increasing. It was just because of, it wasn't a good, the input tune was a little, the input tune wasn't really off that much. It came down a hair. I just, improved it a little, but it just wasn't as stable as it should have been. Because you're really supposed to be using these 330s on the 2x4. But see, this was a rebuild, but it pretty much kept everything the same that it was already, with the build. It pretty much was just a rebuild in this box here that Mr. 073 did. So he didn't get in there and change any of the circuitry per se. He just kept the box the way it was, but did a rebuild, moved it to a new case and all that good stuff. He did use some new transformers and stuff like that, but he kept the actual circuit the same. And done a great job too. Done a really good job. We got this 5 watt here. Since we do have different lot transistors here, 3 different lots. just to be extra safe. If there's any kind of strays of imbalances, that kind of just helps soak up a little bit of that. Better be safe than sorry. That's why I put that there myself. But so anyway, this is what we got now, bud. I got it on the medium tap right now, and I have no problem getting the KW out of it just with the bench radio. So anyway, we got the variable all the way up. Let me explain before I did any of this. After I took this 68 input pad out with the bench radio with a 1 watt dead key, I was getting about a 280 watt dead key on the bird here. 280. Actually, sometimes it was 280 on the medium tap. When I went to the high tap, it was a 300 watt dead key because the voltage is a little higher on the high tap. So, yeah. So this is a big difference. Variables all the way up. 1 watt dead key. I'll show you that. This is the radio. See that? Oops. 1 watt dead key. 10 watt slug. Okay. Now that gives us about 150 watt dead key with the variable all the way up. Oh yeah. 300 watt swing. 300 watt RMS. Look, every time. Oh. Goes back to where it's supposed to be every time. Now watch this. We're going to adjust the variable. Do about 100 watt dead key. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, it goes right there, pretty much right there back every time. That's what it was not doing before. I could turn it back to 100 watts before, do a swing, and that thing would be about 200 watts. It'd increase 100 watts just swinging back. Here's your peak, man. We're already in the corner, brother. Oh, look at that right there. In the corner, big bro. Oh, yeah. See? Well, I got my dang flash on by accident. Oh, that's 13.8 volts. Woo! 073. You showed out a little bit on this one, big brother. 13.8 kW in the corner. Let me see if I can show that a little bit better here. Dang, man, it's kind of hard to show it with that flash on. But I promise you, it's doing 13.8. Let's see if I can back up right there. Heck. See if I can zoom. Oh, you see it? 13.8. Zoom back out. Oh, input tune. Come on now. Get that flash on by accident. Oh, yeah. Looks real good. Oh, in the corner. Oh, in the corner. That sounds like somebody I know. All right, man. We're just going to increase to the high tap, which is where you should be running this 2x4 at. Turn that variable back just a little bit. And back up just a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm doing that with one hand. Sorry about that. Dang, man. I think flash is messing me up. 100 watt dicky. No. No. Right there about 350, 360 RMS. Come on now. Well, you can see it swinging in the corner. Oh, in the corner. All right, man. We'll burp it real quick. You don't really need to. I think you're already getting 350 plus just with 4 watts drive. Where's my coax at? There it is. Sorry about this flash too, man. All right. Take that peak off, man. This thing is swinging like a monkey, boy. Oh, 500 watts RMS. Now you tell me, but I don't think you need no new transistors. I don't think you need no new transistors, big brother. It's like swinging 500 watts RMS, big brother. Thank you, fine. 14.3 volts. This 2x4 is kicking some major booty. It's putting that 100 amp supply right there at its duty cycle. That thing's pulling over 80 amps, man. Just hitting it with that bench radio just then. That right there, I would not run it that way. I'm just letting you see what it's doing on the peak max end of things. Now, if I could keep that supply to 16 volts, 15 and a half, 16 volts, and hit it with that thing, oh, this thing would be pretty much doing probably about as much as a 6-pill will be doing. Probably hitting about 600 watts RMS. But I definitely don't recommend running like that with all these different light transistors in here and all that. Dude, just run it the way you're going to run it with your 10-watt radio. Let that thing do what it's going to do. Get you a good 100-watt dead key, 150-watt dead key. You're fine, man. If you want to go up to about 200-watt dead key, out there shooting a little skip, man, just monitor your heat, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. I think you're going to be good to go now, man. We got this thing running like it should. Appreciate your patience, man. So say, everybody knows sometimes you gotta send something back to get a little bit of tweaking done. Hey, man, it's just the way it goes, big bro. Sometimes you just gotta do that. It's the name of the game, Mr. Gatekeeper. Out here around northeast end of Georgia. Easter Bunny coming tonight. I better get my butt in the bed. I'm gone.